Yo, what is going on, Shuffle Squad? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I'm Vulcan Turtle, and today I'm going to be running you guys through a deck that literally came out of nowhere. I'm super excited to be showcasing this deck because I think it's unique and shows a lot of creativity when it comes to deck building. Remember back in like base set jungle days when everybody was like running 20 energy and then 20 of Pokemon and trainer cards? This kind of takes inspiration from that. It's 20 energy in a deck, which sounds like it would be completely inconsistent, but I promise you it is not. So let's jump right into Dialga VSTAR. Alright guys, so like I said, this deck is all about Dialga VSTAR, but we need the V in order to actually play the VSTAR. So what is the V? It's not that important. Now, if you are going second, you use metal coating, kind of build up the Dialga V, but our main strategy is getting Origin Form Dialga VSTAR up and ready to go so we can use Star Chronos for a huge knockout and take another turn. That's right. Star Chronos allows us to take another turn after doing 220 damage. This can set up a huge knockout against a lot of bigger Pokemon, but it can also be utilized as a boss target for, let's say they put down a Lumineon, you boss it out, you Star Chronos, knock it out, and then you get to take another turn, building up Metal Blast, which does 40 plus 40 more damage for each Metal Energy on Dialga, so you could take a 4 to 5 prize turn. It's actually kind of sick. Now, how are we actually going to get Dialga VSTAR doing that? Well, thanks to Miraidon EX's tandem unit, we're able to search our deck for 2 basic electric Pokemon and put them on our bench, and that helps our consistency so we can get Magnemite on the bench. So why Magnemite? Well, with Magnemite, we can use something like Rare Candy, so we can go into Magnezone. It has this ability called Giga Magnet, and with Giga Magnet, we can, once per turn, look at the top 6 cards of our deck and attach any number of metal energy from that stack of 6 and attach them to our Pokemon in any way we like. And that's right, we're building up a Dialga V in the early game, so Dialga VSTAR can do Dialga VSTAR things, which is super cool. The other really interesting factor that's in this deck is we do play some consistency cards. Now, we've seen Dialga actually see some play in the past. It was using Zacian as a backup attacker, but it also had a great ability where you could draw 3 cards, attach metal energy onto it, but it was used mostly for consistency reasons as well as being a backup attacker. Well, we don't have Zacian V anymore. Instead, we have Rotom V. Instant Charge allows us to draw 3 cards, and if we use the ability, our turn ends, which was the same thing that Zacian provided, minus the ability to accelerate energies onto Zacian. We do have consistency cards like Lumineon V in the deck, so we can search for a supporter, as well as Radiant Greninja. We know that sometimes Lugia can still be a little bit of an issue, and there's a lot of decks out there that are accelerating energies like it's nobody's business, and that's where Magnezone EX can also come in. If we want to forfeit a slot to a Magnezone EX, we can totally do it. That Energy Crush attack for 50 times, it'll do 50 times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon, so think of like Gardevoir or something like that. You can actually swing pretty heavily with Magnezone EX, and I know what you're thinking, Gardevoir, but that's a fairy type, right? It should have metal weakness. It in fact does not. It is weak to darkness. So Magnezone can actually come in and do a lot of damage quite easily. Some notable cards here, we're playing Adaman, so that way we could discard 2 metal energy from our hand and search our deck for 2 cards. Usually we're using this to find Rare Candy and a Magnezone or any other consistency pieces. We do have Professor Research in the deck, so we can be consistent. We're also playing 1 copy of Boss's Orders. Boss's Orders can help us take out something like Lumineon on the bench or any other 2-prizer Pokemon like Miraidon EX and use Star Chronos on it so we can get 2 prizes and then take another turn, no problem. So basically that is the list. Don't forget that it will be in the description below so you can copy and paste it into your PTCGL and play around with it. So with that said, let's get into a couple of games. Alright everybody, here we go. We are stepping right into game 1 here on the ranked ladder too. That's how confident I am with this deck. It's a really fun deck, so we'll see how we do. We got ourselves a heads here, so we're gonna go first. Yeah, let's go, baby. We definitely need like a decent setup though. Like the start makes or breaks this deck sometimes. Alright, and that is actually a pretty decent start in all honesty. Yeah, we'll put down the Dialga. We can Ultra Ball for a Miraidon. Get ourselves the Rotom and a couple of, well, a Rotom and a Magnemite. Definitely need the Magnemite. That is a very crucial card to have in this list. I don't think we need to bench the second Dialga V, but we do have Magnezone in hand too. So we could also at some point maybe Lumineon or maybe just draw it into Adaman so we can get like the Rare Candy and all that. But we'll see. We will see what happens. Also, definitely want to see what we are up against here. Waiting for them to finish setting up. Yeah, we definitely, I think we go for the Miraidon play. We go for the Miraidon play so that way we can put down a Rotom and a Magnemite. Hopefully top deck treats us really nicely, and then we can draw 3, kind of accelerating our hand just a little bit so that way we can go into bigger plays on our next turn. So the draw 3 off the Rotom, it may seem irrelevant, but at the same time, it can get you a lot of outs. You know, it can actually like help you build things up. All right, we will take 1 extra card off the mulligan. Got ourselves a heavy ball here, so we could have something good in the prizes. Lunatone Solrock here on the ladder. Okay. Greninja's actually pretty dope. We will play down Greninja. We will heavy ball. Got the Rotom, so we can actually just go straight for 2 Magnemites. We'll go ahead and conceal cards, dumping a basic energy here. Draw 2. All right, let's go ahead and dump this Dialga V and Boss's Orders. I don't think either of those are going to be needed. We can go grab ourselves a Miraidon. We can use Miraidon's ability, Tandem Unit, to go grab ourselves 2 Magnemite to put on the bench, and just like that, our bench is full. This is a really good start for Dialga, and we can just instant charge to draw 3. A Rare Candy off the... See, that's what I was saying. The Rotom is actually super good. Like, you may think that draw 3 is kind of irrelevant, but we just drew into, like, the Rare Candy and everything we needed to actually, like, start popping off next turn. So, all right, things are looking really good for us, everybody. Really good for us. All right, so Lunatone can actually attack next turn. That could be a little bit of an issue, but we are not going to sweat it. We are not going to sweat it. See if our opponent's able to put anything on the bench or do anything on their turn. I know that there's been a little bit of issues with PTCGL recently, but we shall see if that stays relevant in this matchup. All right, heavy ball comes down. Probably going to find themselves a Lunatone or maybe even a Solrock. 2 very crucial cards for this list, but they find nothing. Okay, so not a whole lot to be found there. There's a Solrock. They need to start dumping energy into the discard, though. And because Quick Ball rotated, that does make it just a little bit harder for them to do because they can't Quick Ball away an energy. But the Greninja does help them big time. They can just dump and draw 2 there, so that's actually pretty nice. Pokestop, that also helps them dump cards, so that's actually pretty decent. It's a nice little deck here. Yeah, oh wow, they got rid of 2 Psychic Energy. Actually kind of dope. Pretty dope if you ask me. So 1 attach for the turn, or 1 Sun Energy here. And then they could attach for the turn, but I'm definitely thinking it's going to be a Cycle Draw move this turn. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Cycle Draw. Going to discard a card from the hand, draw 3 cards. And we are going to pop off from here, everybody. Another Dialga V. Not bad, not bad. All right, so why don't we start off by using Rare Candy to evolve our Magnemite. And then we will evolve our Dialga here. Go ahead and do an attach for the turn. And we will Magnemite. How many energies are we going to get here? We will go ahead and grab these 2. Seems nice. So we can't Star Chronos yet, but we are definitely looking good for knockout range. I want to draw more cards, actually. Let's go ahead and draw some more cards. Can we get another Rare Candy? Because if we can Magnezone twice. Oh, we don't quite get there. We don't quite get there, but that's okay. I think it's worth putting down the Stormy Mountains, get rid of the Pokestop. I could have Pokestop for the Rare Candy, but I really don't want to discard too many energy, and we'll Metal Blast for 200 damage already. Turn 2, 200 damage, 1 energy away from a Star Chronos. Rare Candy was in the prizes. Let's go. Things are actually looking pretty good here. Although this is kind of like the deck that you might think that would be an easy matchup. If this deck actually pops off, they can really, really start hurting us. Granted, it's nice to be able to use Star Chronos so we can take 2 prizes in a turn that we might be behind. But at the same time, this can be a threatening deck. So don't discount the Lunatone Solrock just yet, everybody. Okay, so Dialga kind of just chilling for our energy on him. I kind of wish that we had another Dialga on the bench just in case they do pop off and get a knockout. But I don't think it's something we need to worry too heavily on. We just go right ahead and Rare Candy into the other Magnezone. Start building up a huge Dialga for the lulz. I definitely think next turn is a Star Chronos turn for sure. Did the cycle draw help them last turn? That's the real question. They did not have a good setup. That's the one downside here. They did not have a very good setup. We did toss our boss a little early. Another heavy ball. Probably just thinning the hand out a little bit. Heavy ball at 2 actually seems like it's a smart play for this deck because you do have a lot of like Pokemon that you need to rely on. Oh, there we go. We got a Raihan play here. So they could actually attack us with Moon Kinesis this turn. That is something that they can actually pull off here. Let's see. Let's see if they do. It all depends on what they grab with this Raihan, though. They might not Raihan for the extra energy. They might Raihan for another Lunatone just because they need the other Pokemon to be able to attack. We will see. We will see. Another Soul Rock actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. So that way you can start using that Sun Energy and get that Lunatone all built up. So yeah, you know what? That's fair. That is a fair move to make. Oh, Moon Kinesis is going to be swinging pretty heavy here. And the attach return. So they got 4 energy on that Lunatone pretty easily. That was pretty easily done for them. And a Rescue Carrier to boot. That might be what they Raihan for. Although they can only really get the Lunatone. Like, they could get Manaphy, but it doesn't really help them in this matchup. Cool thing here as well, everybody. If we do get a little bit too far behind, we can always use Magnezone as an attacker. Alright, so 150 damage was done to our poor Dialga here. But that is not a problem. Let's go ahead and Echoing Horn. Put that Manaphy on the bench just to fill up the slot. Alright, Magnezone coming down, looking awesome. Go ahead and Giga Magnet here. No energy to be found. Rip. That is okay, though, because we have a second Magnezone here, which should find us energy. Yes, we do find ourselves some energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put one here and start building up a Magnezone as a backup attacker. And do I want to research? I don't think I want to research, just because I do have the other Dialga and everything. Yeah, I think from here, I think it's safe to just go ahead and Star Chronos, get a knockout on this Lunatone, and just get as far ahead in the prize trade as we possibly can. Another Dialga V-Star. Yeah, if I wasn't researching last turn, you bet I'm not researching this turn now. For sure. Unless we find a judge that we are not playing a supporter card next turn. Now they have to choose, right? They have to choose. Giving us the Manaphy, which I am okay with. And Electric Energy is actually not too bad here. But again, it's not like Rotom's going to be attacking. None of these Pokemon are going to be attacking. Like, we can attach this here because it does require a colorless energy. Yeah, I think that is fine. We could have tossed it, but might as well just start building up these Magnezones so that way we have backup attackers. And just like that, we have 2 backup attackers ready to go. Yeah, and yeah, we'll just Metal Blast for a huge knockout here. No problem whatsoever. So now we're 3 prizes in before they've even taken a knockout. That Star Chronos attack is absolutely insane. Just being able to just like, I'll knock this out and then take another turn. Kinda dope. It really helps in the single prize matchup as well. Alright, Lunatone coming in. If they can get 4 onto this Lunatone, they do get a knockout. But that is the cool thing. From here, we can literally take 2 more prizes with the Magnezone, build up another Dialga, and then just win from there. So honestly, shouldn't be too hard. It really shouldn't be too hard. Can you do the knockout, Lunatone? Can you get there? Can you knock out the Space Horse that controls time? I don't know, but we will find out. They're 2 energy off at this point. Okay. Now they're 1 energy off. They could get a belt. If they have belt, they could actually get there. Yo, Shauna. I love it. I love it. I love that Shauna seeing play now. A lot of decks that don't want to discard any cards whatsoever, Shauna's actually quite good. Okay, they got themselves an energy to toss, so that does build up more Soul Rock. But can they find another Soul Rock? Can they actually get there? Rescue Carrier, I don't think there's any in here. Nope, just another Lunatone. So they do get another attacker kind of set up, but if they don't get a knockout here, we just completely win the game because we have 2 Magnezone completely set up, ready to go. Our only other Pokemon that are chilling out on the bench here all have a 1 retreat cost, so we are definitely chilling now. Yep, from here, I literally think we just attack. There's really nothing else that we need to do. We have total control of this game. There is not much our opponent could do. We don't need to set up another Dialga at this point since our opponent did not knock out our Dialga in the active spot. We can literally come in, attack with Magnezone and get a knockout, and then do the same with the other Magnezone. So we are literally perfectly okay. Down 4 prizes before they've even taken 1 so far. So that is awesome. But this Lunatone should 100% be able to get a knockout on our Dialga VSTAR. They literally just need an attach for this turn. They have the 2 Sun Energy Soul Rocks chilling on the bench. Drawing 2 cards. I hope they have another energy in the hand just in case they don't have another Soul Rock. Trekking Shoes. I would hope they didn't discard their only energy in hand because that's like the only way they're getting a knockout this turn unless they get another Soul Rock. Nest Ball. Okay, there we go. The question is, do they get the Soul Rock, though, or do they get another Lunatone? Perfect. Okay, so Soul Rock coming down. They're going to get a knockout on our Dialga. That is totally okay. Like I said, we have game. Power Beam is a very powerful attack, especially in these matchups here. Single prize matchups, 120. Super, super good. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do next. Raihan, most likely actually going to set up a second Lunatone, if I'm being honest. They could 100% set up another Lunatone because if they're only attaching 3 per turn, they actually don't get a knockout on our Magnezone. They do need to attach 4 to get a knockout on Magnezone. So we'll see. We'll actually see. I mean, it's possible that they whiff the Lunatone. But if they don't get another Lunatone and they're not able to put 4 on the Lunatone, they can't even knock out one of our Magnezones. So actually a really decent position for us to be in. And a Sun Energy, most likely going onto the bench to Lunatone. I would not do it to the active because you already have knockout here. So you might as well just start building up this one. There you go. So next turn, they can Sun Energy onto this Lunatone, get a knockout on the Magnezone, and just call it good from there. All right, Moon Kinesis getting a knockout on our Dialga VSTAR, finally going down. And we will bring up a Magnezone. Easy as that. Just need to attack with 2 Magnezones. I will still play it on the safe side and probably put Dialga V on the bench and accelerate energy onto it just in case. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Although, it might be worth not doing that. Just in case they try to boss stall us or something, we could try to put an energy on each of our benched Pokemon. We drew 3. We drew 3. Yo, let's go. So yeah, we're just gonna put an energy here, here, and here. Just in case they try to boss stall us, we have the ability to retreat. So all will be good. Yeah, we'll just go right on ahead and Power Beam here, getting a knockout on the Lunatone. So now we just have a checkmate. Easy as that. Nothing our opponent can do at this point. We are easily gonna take the game here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they literally boss out Greninja, they can knock it out. If they boss this out and they don't get a knockout, we can retreat. If they do the same to Miraidon, we can retreat. I think this was the better play. Yeah, so when you're playing Dialga VSTAR, don't discount your Magnezones. They are very, very vital, not only just for their energy acceleration ability, but also they're solid attackers that you can utilize if necessary. So easy day here. Easy day here. We have the W. They got to the 4. Like I said, they needed 4 to get a knockout on a Magnezone. But that is completely irrelevant now because we have a Magnezone chilling on the bench that can just swing for games. So kind of had them at checkmate at around prize 4. Up you go, Magnezone. Let's go ahead and knock out this final Lunatone and take our W with this deck. Let's go, baby. All done. Lunatone is gone, and we take our final prize card here. All right, that went pretty well. That went as well as I expected it to. So we're going to hop into another game. Just got 2 games today and see what we can do if we don't get a good startup, like if we don't get a good setup, then we might be in trouble. But if we do get a good setup, then we're in for more shenanigans. All right, everybody, we're going to try and get into a game 2 here and see if we can pull out another W. If we can't, that is fine. It is okay to lose every once in a while, or all the time, really. If you're a playtester and you playtest a lot, you know that losses are going to come your way quite often, so you know that you're going to lose eventually. So we'll see if we can actually get a win here, and if we get a loss, it is what it is. The most important thing about when you lose in the Pokemon TCG is learning lessons from it. Is there anything you could have done differently? Is there anything that could have gone your way a little bit better? What could you have done in this instance instead of doing something else? So always try to take notes, even if you are in a winning game. If you're in a losing game, definitely try your best to take notes. Okay, this is not a good start for us. We do thankfully have a judge in hand, but this is kind of like one of the big weaknesses to this deck, right? The problem with this is the fact that you can start with a boatload of energy in hand. If you start with a boatload of energy, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, and that can be painful. All right, Tails on the Mesagoza. That Mesagoza could actually save us here if we can flip a heads. Yeah, we flip a heads on Mesagoza, we can get ourselves Miraidon or even get a Dialga. Dialga start is actually probably the most beneficial thing that we can do. And then we'll judge. Although this turn they could Roar the Sword and attach next turn as well to try and get a bit of damage onto our Dialga V-Star. Bright side here is that Zacian V is weak to Steel. So we don't need too many energies to actually do a bunch of damage to the Zacian V. Alright, can we get a decent start here? Rotom V actually is nice. Let's go ahead and Mesagoza here. Can we get a heads? Yo, we do! Let's go, dude. Alright, so we have ourselves... We definitely I think we need to get the Dialga. I think that's like one of the most important cards. Yes, getting Miraidon could be good, but we could definitely use this Dialga so that way we could try and evolve into it next turn. So I think that is the case we're going to go for here. We're going to do that. It does stink to judge away the V-Star, but I think it's necessary. Oh, they only had 2 cards in hand. Yo, I'm tripping. I completely messed that up. I don't know why I did that. That's all right. We'll just draw 3 here. Instant charge. We got ourselves a Miraidon, another Magnemite. Yeah, we messed that one up pretty badly. We shouldn't have judged. We should not have judged. Gale Macurlia. And a research. Yo, we should not have judged. We should not have judged. Although we did make him get rid of a Gardevoir. So that's kind of nice, right? Oops. Yeah, we definitely should not have judged that turn. That is a big oopsie. We could try and go get ourselves Lumineon next turn. That would be nice. I think the bright side, though, is that if we can use this Mesagoza, and if we flip heads, we can actually go get ourselves a Dialga V-Star and get a knockout on the Zacian V. Which could be huge. Because I think we only need 2 energy on the Dialga V-Star to get a knockout on the Zacian V. And they researched this turn, so there's no fear of Dialga V getting knocked out this turn. Roar the Sword. Okay, you know what? We're chilling. We are chilling. We are chilling. All right, another Magnemite. Yeah, I think we definitely set these homies down. Mesagoza here. And it is a heads, so that is actually kind of good. Because I think we need this Lumineon at this point. Well, we could actually go for Greninja. Right? If we went for Lumineon, what supporter do we grab? Do we have... We do. Actually, I think we do go get Lumineon here. Yeah, we're going to go get Lumineon so we can go get Adaman. We can attach this here. Play Lumineon. Yes, we would like to use the Lumineous sign. We'll go get ourselves an Adaman. Play Adaman. And we can get ourselves 2 cards of our choice. I think the cards we're going to grab is... Let's check our board real quick. Okay. I think we need to grab... yikes. What do we grab? Rare Candy and Magnezone. Yeah, Rare Candy and a Magnezone. Okay, so before we... I'm going to retreat. And we're going to go in with this Magnemite. Go ahead and evolve this Magnezone. We will Magnet here. And we got no energy, so thank goodness we did not promote this Dialga. And yeah, we'll just instant charge to draw 3 cards. Nest Ball, Magnezone, all that good stuff. I was kind of hoping we can get 2 Dialga V down, but we're just not in a good position for it. And now we have a Lumineon kind of just chilling. But we did get a Magnezone in play on turn 2, I think, so we're kind of chilling. Okay, no Roxanne is going to be seen here, so that's good. Not that they could Roxanne anyway. Come on, get Tails, get Tails, get Tails. Let's go. Mesa Goza never works for your opponent. If you're the one playing Mesa Goza, it never works. Your opponent's the one that always gets heads. Everyone knows that. Come on. And Avery, actually don't mind this. Let's get rid of these 2 cards. We probably don't need the Rotom V anymore, and we definitely don't need the Lumineon chilling on the bench. It just feels bad, mate. Okay, building up that Zacian V here. If we can literally... Yeah, I think we have a decent position here. We can Nest Ball for a Greninja to draw 2, right? See what we get off of that. If we can get Dialga V-Star off the Mesa Goza or something, we're going to be in a really good position. Okay. Let's see what we can pull off here, everybody. Let's see what we can pull off here. Top deck is an Adaman. Ooh. We can actually just go get the V-Star. All right, first let's see if we can actually get the V-Star off the Mesa Goza first. That's okay, Tails. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be what we need to do. Let's go ahead and Giga Magnet. We got 1. That's not good, actually. That is not good. Yeah, I think we definitely need to... Let's go ahead and do this. We'll get ourselves another Dialga. Yeah. We need to get the V-Star for sure. And we're going to need another card for next turn, so why not grab Professor's Research? Dialga can come down, and we can just Metal Blast for a knockout here. We only need 2 energy for a knockout, so thankfully we do get there. Alright, 2 prize cards coming our way. Ultra Ball and a Serena. Serena... Yikes. Okay. Now, here's the thing. They could actually go for a knockout here. Thanks to Gardevoir being able to, like, just put a bunch of energies on your Pokemon any way you like is kind of nuts. So they could get a knockout here, but we did get an Ultra Ball. So hopefully we can actually, like, get 2 energy off of the Giga Magnet, or even if we just get 1, we can still get a knockout on the Zacian V. But if we do get a whole lot of energy, we can go for a Star Chronos, get 2 energy, get 2 prizes, and then just swing with a Metal Blast to get a knockout as well on the next turn. So potential 3 prizes. All right, Tails, come on, get a Tails, get a Tails. They got the head, so I definitely think we're going to see a Gardevoir of EX come down this turn. Unless they prized their second one, they did dump one early. I think that might be the case. I think that just might be the case. They prized a Gardevoir EX. So dumping that one early actually kind of helped us. Okay, that works. That works for us. That works for us. Maybe us doing that judge in the early game where they felt like they had to research was actually kind of decent. But I suppose we'll find out. They could just be thinning. They could just be thinning. Like, they had the Ultra Ball in hand, right? So getting a Greninja instead. They might be teasing me. They might have the Gardevoir in hand. They might just have Gardevoir in hand. Sky Sealstone. Ooh, yeah, no, they can take 3 prizes here. There's the Gardevoir EX. Uh-oh. Things just got scary real quick. Things just got scary real quick. Yeah, because next turn, if they Clara, they can actually get another Zacian V and then just swing pretty heavily as well. But now we only literally need 1 energy to knock out the Zacian V, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Yeah, we whiffed a whole lot of energy in the early game. Okay, Let's see what happens here. A picnic basket. I actually really like this card as a tech in Gardevoir because then you can just like put one more. If you just were like one more energy away from getting a huge knockout, it makes all the difference in the world. It literally does. Okay, they've only got 3 cards left in the deck too, which is kind of insane. And no more energy in the discard. Although I do think they have just knockout here. Let's see how much damage they are doing. 300 damage. That is insane. All right. Not in the best position here, everybody. Not in the best position at all. All right, we top decked an energy card. Let's try a Mesagoza here. See if we can pull anything. No, we don't. Okay, but we do have Ultra Ball in hand. We're going to attach an energy. Go ahead and Ultra Ball. We will get rid of Serena and Miraidon to get ourselves the Origin Form Dialga VSTAR. We will evolve. We will research. Okay. Let's go ahead and Giga Magnet here. We got 1 energy, so we are not doing very well with the Magnezone here, mostly because we do have a whole lot of energy cards in our hand. Let's go grab Greninja. And we will draw 2 cards. Wow, more energy. Okay. Got another Dialga V, so that's not too shabby. Honestly, I think we just Metal Blast. No Star Chronos. So, unfortunate situation there. 2 more energy. We prized a lot of energy, didn't we? Yeah, so if they have a Clara in hand, they can just take the game from here. No problem. Which I'm assuming they do, because I don't see any Clara in their discard. Team Yell's Cheer. Okay. They could actually just try to draw into it. I mean, with such a low count, yeah, they could definitely draw into the Zacian V. Especially with 2 Kirlia, they get to draw 4 cards. They're definitely going to draw into one of their 2 Zacian V. They have the Fog Crystal as well. So yeah, we are definitely going to take a loss here. Zacian V is such a strong attacker. Psychic Embrace. So yep, we're just gonna sit back, let our opponent do what they do. Now at this point, we have lost this game for sure. So that is like the unfortunate, like if you cannot get set up and if you can't like hit what you need, like I know that sounds like every deck, right? If you can't hit what you need, you can't get set up, you're just gonna lose, right? But it really does hurt Dialga more. If you cannot get like Dialgas down, if you cannot get your Magnezones out as fast as possible, if you can't do things to accelerate yourself to a Star Cronus as fast as possible, then things are not going to be on your side. Like you are going to be in a struggle to try and get the amount of damage or the amount of prize cards you need for the game. So Gardevoir taking the W here, One thing that I think that we should have done differently is maybe we should not have, shouldn't have judged so early. We shouldn't have done that. That was probably a big mistake on our end for sure. But GG to our opponent. So that is going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Dialga VSTAR seems like it has a place in the format. It's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite decks right now because it's just so different from everything that we've currently seen or have seen post pre-rotation. So really happy to see such amazing decks just come out of nowhere and start actually doing things. Hey, don't forget to check the description of our amazing sponsors down below where you can save a whole bunch of money on Pokemon goodies, and also the deck list will be in the description as well, so you guys can try this out for yourself and let me know in the comments, what would you change about Dialga VSTAR? I want to know. Let's build this together. Again, this is a community type build, so definitely let me know in the comments what you would change or what you wouldn't change and what you think might, if you think this is just optimal. Personally, I don't think it's optimal, but I do think that it has a long way to go, but it definitely has the sparks to be an very, very good position and be a very good deck. So thank you guys for watching, and until next Thursday, I will see you guys next time.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at ptcgostore.com.
Are you trying to be the best like no one ever was? Now is your time. Head on over to Metafy.gg and search out all our amazing Pokemon TCG coaches, where you can book all sorts of training plans ranging from deck help to full season sessions with your favorite coach. What a great way to up your game. Check out Metafy.gg in the description below and take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself against trainers from around the world to compete for the biggest online prizing yet.
Are you ready for an unbelievable tournament unlike anything else you've ever seen before? The Shuffle Squad is proud to announce our newest tournament series, the Late Night Events, with an amazing grand prize that's bound to have you excited.
Players can compete via play.limitless.tcg.com's online tournament platform every Tuesday to get a chance to earn weekly prizes. And every week, your placement in the tournament is tallied by points based on your best finishes to earn your rank for the Late Night Invitational event.
The series will be conducted starting February 7th of 2023 and carry all the way through to the Invitational on July 9th of 2023, where the top players will be rewarded the grand prizing.
And the grand prize is a signed jersey and photo op with the entire Shuffle Squad, as well as a fully paid trip to the Pokemon World Championships in Yokohama, Japan. This includes hotel and airfare, whether you're a player or a spectator.
Don't forget to check out all the live coverage on our YouTube and Twitch channel of the top cuts of these events for every week. And subscribe so you can get notified where to watch the Late Night Events Invitational, brought to you by the Shuffle Squad. Now get out there and start winning. We'll see you in Japan.